Welcome back. Today we're going to be reading Becoming Butterflies. It's written by Anne Rockwell and the pictures are done by Megan Helsley, and we're reading it with permission from Walker and Company. One day, Miss Dana brought a surprise to school: 3 striped caterpillars in a flower pot. A green plant called a milkweed was growing in the flower pot. She told us butterflies don't have baby butterflies. They lay eggs that hatch into tiny caterpillars. The caterpillars eat and eat and eat until it's time for them to become butterflies. You'll see, she said as Juliana and I helped her put the caterpillars in a box. We put some milkweed in the box and our caterpillars started to eat it. We put a screened lid over the top of the box so that they could get fresh air but couldn't crawl away. Then we drew pictures of them eating the milkweed. Our caterpillars ate and got bigger and bigger. But they're not becoming butterflies, Juliana said. They're just big fat caterpillars. Wait and see, said Miss Dana. After 3 days, our caterpillars got so big their skin split. A new striped skin just the right size was underneath it. I think caterpillars are always hungry because ours ate their old skins and then more milkweed. I drew a picture of that. A few days later, their skin split again. When our caterpillars were about 2 weeks old, one hung upside down from the screened lid from a little thread of black silk it made. Hey, look, it's spelling my name, Juliana said. She was right. The caterpillar had made itself into the letter J. Soon, that caterpillar's skin split, but we didn't see any new striped skin. All we saw was a glob of greenish-white jelly. There wasn't a caterpillar to eat the old skin. Ugh, said Juliana. It looks sort of sick. It's not, Miss Dana said. Watch what happens. So this says the caterpillar turns into a chrysalis. We watched the jelly get smoother and greener. Soon it was hard and smooth with a ring of gold dots. Hey, now it's not icky at all, said Juliana. It looks like a beautiful jewel. But where did the caterpillar go? I asked. It's becoming a butterfly, said Miss Dana. But first it must become a chrysalis. That's what it is now. We watched the other caterpillars climb up the box and hang in the shape of the letter J. Their skins split and each became a green chrysalis with a ring of shining gold dots. For 10 days, they hung there. They didn't eat. They didn't move. I wish they'd do something, said Juliana. They are doing something, I said. They're becoming butterflies. One morning, a chrysalis turned dark brown. What's wrong? I cried. Nothing is wrong, but now it's time, said Miss Dana. It's almost a butterfly. You'll see. We watched as the shell of the chrysalis peeled away. It had turned clear as glass. A butterfly with wet and folded wings hung from it, waiting for its wings to dry. Wow, everyone said. Look at that. That afternoon, we drew pictures of our beautiful butterflies. When their wings were dry, we opened the window. Each one sipped nectar from the flowers outside, then fluttered up to the sky. But I wanted them to stay. Juliana looked very sad. This butterfly is sipping nectar from a coneflower. They'll sip nectar all summer, Miss Dana said, but they'll fly south before winter comes. Butterflies can only live when the weather is warm. On the map, she showed us a place in Mexico. This is where they will go, she said. We wrote a letter to the boys and girls at a school in Chincua, Mexico. Please take care of our butterflies, we said. So here's where we live, and this is where the butterflies are flying to Mexico. One cold winter day, we got a letter back from the boys and girls at the school in Mexico. They sent us a picture of a tree covered with butterflies. All of us looked and looked, wondering which were the 3 butterflies we hatched in our classroom and set free to fly so far away. So this says just some of the millions of butterflies that gather in Mexico. And it's specifically the monarch butterflies that gather there. So this is a note from the author. So the butterflies in this story are monarch butterflies. Their caterpillars eat nothing but milkweed leaves. So a female monarch must lay her eggs on milkweed plants. The eggs hatch into tiny caterpillars. Each sheds its skin 5 times over a period of 2 to 3 weeks. So you can see here how it starts out. The period between sheddings is called an instar. The time of each instar varies depending on how warm the weather is. When a caterpillar reaches its fifth shedding, it's ready to become a chrysalis, which is what happened here. Some people mistakenly call a chrysalis a cocoon, but a cocoon is covered with layers of silk thread. Only moths make cocoons. In the wild, butterflies go through their metamorphosis, which is what happens here. The caterpillar turns into the chrysalis and then turns into a butterfly. So this whole process is called metamorphosis. So they go through their metamorphosis in the summer and begin their migration south to Mexico in early fall. So monarchs are only one of many kinds of butterflies around us. So that a great website, and I'll put this on the Shutterfly, is called www.monarchwatch.org. So you can learn some more information about monarch butterflies. I hope you enjoyed the book.